Welcome back to another episode of the Day After podcast.
What's up, guys? Are you ready for some sports? And not just any sports, but esports as well, because we're in a day and age where sports is not just like athletic sports, like football, and I mean football, like American football, and football is in soccer, and then like track and field and whatnot. We also got esports, like what we have: Pokemon, Call of Duty, chess is another sport. Like sport, it can be. I
Yeah.
feel like we associate it a lot with athleticism,
But
but
remember, the
it
brain
is
is a muscle.
brain is a muscle, and also there is the reflexes and then whatnot when it comes to certain games. Obviously, I chose two gamers where it's turn based, so it's definitely. But as someone who has done competitive play before for Pokemon, when you only have 45 minutes to select two moves for each Pokemon and also think, oh, what is your opponent going to do and stuff, like, to be able to think that quickly and also to know the calculations, remember the damage calculations. It is not just rock, paper, scissors when it comes to Pokemon, which I'll get into those people when I get to those people. I mean, we're going to get up to one of them, like
Right
literally
away.
first. But yeah, so I'll be honest. There is very. This is probably the one where I had to do the most research, um, because I was like, all right, well, I know some names, but I don't watch too many sports. Other than, and I just recently got into watching VGC for Pokemon, where I'm watching all the tournaments and whatnot. So like this one was a tricky one, but I feel like there is some. I picked interesting people, and some of them have achieved what I think are really cool things.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm definitely someone who does follow a lot of sports. I enjoy sports, but even like for me, the female category was the one where I was like, okay, I got like three ones here I really like, and I kind of needed to fill two more gaps. So there will be two people who are kind of like they're big in their industry, but I don't necessarily know too much about them.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but I feel like this is something that we should do. Granted,
Mhm.
the Super Bowl passed and everything, so like, sports are still on the mind. March Madness is coming up, so like, we're still sports are still very much in the air. And then, us being nerds, obviously, esports, we know something there. You are a professional esports trainer.
Yeah,
So like,
so yeah,
yeah,
I know that space pretty well. So I'm definitely going to be rooting for at least a few of the esports people to make it to the merge. We are on Cook Islands, which means we're going to have a late merge. Pretty much, it's going to take a while to actually
yeah.
get there. So hopefully, at least a couple of these of the gamers can make it there.
I hope so. I hope so. So, shall we get right to it?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So in the first team of four teams, the first player we have is Aaron Zhang, Aaron Cybertron Zhang. He is a competitive Pokemon player. He has some championships under his belt. And ever since I got into VGC, I've been watching a lot of his content because he posts relatively frequently, and he looks at other people's teams and he tests them out and like understands the benefits and whatnot of them. He also shoutcasts a lot of tournaments as well, and yeah, very skilled player, and very and like he's very calculative and stuff. So,
Mhm.
and he's able to like carry content and stuff. Like when I was searching VGC stuff and like a YouTuber that did that, he was the first one to pop up. So like that he's able to like carry content as well. He has like a persona as well where it's like, oh, okay, yeah. He also has like a good personality. He's very knowledgeable, and yeah, so I hope he does well. As you know, I love Pokemon, so had to sport the Pokemon hat, and one of the badges I've earned in one of my favorite tournaments that I was a part of.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Nice. Yeah. Rooting for all of your Pokemon peeps because, I know how much you love Pokemon. So definitely hope that can at least make it make a deep run and not go. Hopefully we don't just see a lot of the real sport people just taking out the gamers. Like that would be really unfortunate if they're just like, why are these people here? This should be all about bronze.
I feel like I don't want to say that would happen in real life because I'd like to think that us as a society would be a bit more inclusive and stuff.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. Well, we're also dealing with, I think, because it's the sports. This might be one of our least strategically driven casts in terms of a lot of the players. Like, I think a lot of people will be judging a lot on like how well are you doing in the challenges, more so than how did your blind side go at Tribal Council.
yeah, I can see that. I mean,
Mhm.
this is a season of one of the best Cook Islands of one of the best physical players that we've ever seen, being Ozzy. Like,
Yeah.
you think of like Challenge Beast.
Mhm.
Ozzy is one of the first people that comes to mind, especially an old school survivor.
Yeah, exactly. Like I could definitely see someone who doesn't really do much with the voting out of people, but maybe they just go on that kind of Aussie run and just that's all that they needed to do for this kind of season. Who knows?
We'll see.
Unless the gamers, if the gamers take out all the regular sports people, then it might become a different story.
Well, I also this is all randomized, so like I don't
Yeah.
think they would have that bias, but
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yes. Okay. Next up, we got a Brazilian MMA fighter in Chris Cyborg, who her MMA record is 26 wins and 2 losses. So she's pretty much known for just kicking ass all the time. She always is people would always like to take pictures of her opponent's face after it because it was always like super messed up.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Wow.
she is like very dangerous, very scary in the ring. I don't think she's ever faced Ronda Rousey, but I believe she was kind of like considered like the next Ronda Rousey in terms of like how strong she is in the ring.
Hmm, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it's funny. Ronda Rousey for the longest time was like I would say a staple of our channel, and
Hmm.
so like to have like a new MMA fighter come in and whatnot, who knows? Maybe Chris Cyborg could be the next Ronda Rousey on our channel.
Yes, exactly. She's got some big shoes to fill though, so we'll see how she does.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, I got the first person who I kind of don't know too much, so bear with me on this one. We got Mia Hamm, who is a football player. If you are American, that's soccer for Americans. But yeah, she's just someone who I like just know like whenever I watch anything involving football and soccer, but like her name is still brought up. Like it's she's someone that is very well regarded in the female league, pretty much as like one of the all time greats. So I was like, you know what? Let's put her on here. Let's give her a chance and let's see how she does.
Yeah, and I feel like we definitely needed a soccer player since it is the number one sport in the world. It
Mhm.
only makes sense. I don't follow only soccer I watch is Ted Lasso, so
Yeah.
we both do. We love Ted
Yeah, I'll
Lasso.
be honest, Ted Lasso made me get interested in soccer, and then I watched an anime that was two different animes this last year about soccer, and then the World Cup happened and I got super into the World Cup.
Nice, nice. I mean, it can be like that, it's just the right thing at the right time can make you super into something.
Exactly.
All right, next up, anyone who had a TV or watched any ads during 2021 knows this person. Simone Biles, she was everywhere. She is a Olympic gymnast. Though I would say I'm going to mention this because I want to list her accomplishments, but to bring up the 2021 Olympics, uh, we cannot ignore that she, while she was advertised very well, when it came time, she got the spin. I believe it's called the spins or
Mhm.
the turns or the twist.
Yeah, she
Um,
basically couldn't compete at the Olympics like right up until the event.
yeah, because the mental because like here's the thing about sports in general, and we touched upon this. Yeah, the brain is a muscle, and when it comes to competing in anything, um, not even just competing, just in life in general, your mental health is so important. And like, when it came to her getting the twist and stuff like that, this, it is something that she, had to step out of some of the competitions, some of the events. She did compete a little bit, and she's still an amazing, athlete. I'm going to list her things, but in a game like Survivor, I wonder if that might hold her back a little bit.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, that's the kind of thing I could see. I mean, having us have maybe an early medevac, honestly, if she gets out
no, no,
there and
come
just.
on, no, not that.
I'm
All right,
just
so I'm
saying,
gonna list.
if she's
I need to
having
list.
trouble,
I need to list some of her accomplishments because I don't want to be like, oh, Simone Biles is going to quit. No.
I wasn't
Um,
saying quitting. I was saying medevac.
Regardless, not being an early boot as a result of non-survivor methods.
Mhm.
Um, she has 25 medals in the World Championships, and she's tied for Olympic medals for an American gymnast with 9 in total, and that's ninth overall in like the history of the Olympics. So the woman is very, very, she is very, very skilled. And yeah. And because like I said, I don't know too many sports, but like when I was thinking of like athletes, she was the first one to come to mind.
She's also the only one on this entire brand still who has been on the channel before, so she actually has experience
Yeah.
on on this. So she should be actually looked at as a leader on this tribe.
Yeah. I can see that. How did she do in that Brantsteele?
I know she made the jury phase. I can't remember how well she did after that.
All right. I didn't even I was like, did I bring her before? Or was she brought before?
Yeah, yeah. It was either celebrities. I want to say celebrities two, maybe three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's here. And like I said, like when it came to athletes, my knowledge of it is very, very minimal. So I had to like think of like really, really big names. And like when I'm just grasping for straws, constantly Googling things, and I'm like, oh, we got a video to do. I'm like, all right, Simone Biles, you're in.
Mhm.
All
Yeah,
right.
we shall see how she does.
Yeah. Next up, we have someone who was in a movie recently, had a movie dedicated to them about 4 old ladies that were crazy for Tom Brady. And it is 80 for Brady star Tom Brady.
I hate that
Uh,
you're introducing him as the 80 for Brady star and
here's the thing.
not the greatest
I,
football player we have ever seen.
Here's the thing. We all know that. Everyone knows that Brady is the greatest of all time. We already know that, but because 80 for Brady came out recently, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that. Obviously, know the guy has like, Super Bowl rings for days. One of the biggest players, even if you don't, he's like, it's like, even if you're not familiar with football at all, and you're thinking of like, oh, name a football player, the first one that will come to mind is Tom Brady to the average person that doesn't watch football.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, had to put him on, but hardworking man, always is pushing, and an inspiration for a lot of people. And yeah, um, oh,
Yeah.
another accomplishment, he was in Ted 2.
Yeah, he was. He was also in Ted too. Um, Tom Brady is actually my favorite player of all time. So when I was a very young kid, my dad was like, "I'm gonna bet on who's winning the Super Bowl." But actually, I'm going to ask my son to just choose one of these logos, and whichever logo he chooses, I'm going to bet on. And I chose the Patriots, and that ended up being the first year that Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl. Was,
Not,
was when I just randomly picked the Patriots, and ever since then I became a Patriots fan. I was really upset when he left there, but even when he leaves the Patriots, he goes on to the Buccaneers and wins the Super Bowl right away.
I mean, yeah, the man is
He doesn't
obviously.
know how to like he and yeah, he basically just doesn't know how to lose. He doesn't know how to give up. I don't know if you know what happened in this last year in his personal life at all.
I, I
His
think I've seen some headlines about it, but refresh my memory.
Yeah, basically his wife he was supposed to retire this last year, and his
Yeah,
wife really wanted him to. But when he said I'm going to play again, his wife basically gave him the ultimatum of you can either play and I'll divorce you or we can stay together. And he chose to play.
I mean, here's the thing, and this is not gender bias or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, you need a partner in life that's going to support you no matter what. Now, obviously, don't abuse that. Don't be like, oh yeah, they won't leave me because they love me and all that, so I can do whatever the heck I want. No,
Mhm.
but I mean, like, in the sense of like, I don't know. I understand wanting to like, or like I understand like, wanting to be with a significant other and like, spend more time with them, especially, you know, Tom Brady, there's not too much else he can do in the sport. He is someone who has, forever cemented himself in sports history. Like, it's hard, like we can go on and on. We could probably do an entire video about Tom Brady.
Yeah. Yeah, his
But
accomplishments are crazy. Like he's basically been in almost every Super Bowl, or at least a conference championship uh in the last like 20 years or so. Like it's crazy.
yeah, and especially for an athlete to continue to do that. Part of the reason why 80 for 80 for Brady, yeah, the man is over 40, and when it comes to athleticism, I don't want to say it's not a thing about ageism. It is something where if you look at the statistics, it is a younger man's sport.
Yeah.
Especially like the amount of damage and stuff that, being in football can cause to the body. There are like movies and like reports that you can
Yeah.
look about like it takes a lot of toll on the body
Mhm.
for football, American football. But like, like so there's only like a finite amount of years where you can do that. Some people's careers in in just when it comes to sports in general can be like 3 4 years because like it is something where you have to be at the peak in order to compete and for people to want you and
Mhm.
yeah. But Tom Brady is still kicking, he's still going
Yeah.
strong.
And now he got signed to do broadcasting, and he's going to make more money doing that than his entire career of playing football.
I mean, hey, rich keeps getting richer.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's doing pretty well, Mr. Brady. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the Itutaki tribe. Let's go over here now to the Manahiki tribe. Um, okay, and now here is the person who I became a huge fan of because of the World Cup. We got Christian Pulisic, who was Mr. Golden Boy for the USA um, during the World Cup. The USA is typically one of the worst football teams out there. Like they're pretty. I think people would usually rank them as like the 24th or 25th best like country in terms of it, which means they probably don't usually make their round of 16. But Christian Pulisic. In the group stage against Iran, he literally gave his body to make sure that the USA makes it to the next round by scoring a goal that ends up injuring him. So
Yeah.
he, so yeah, he wanted to make sure so bad that that USA got to move on to the round where they usually don't make it. That he was literally willing to suffer an injury just to do it.
you know Sometimes. one must sacrifice and give it their all. But like, nah, that is, I mean, like obviously stuff like that, like injuries and stuff is very serious when it comes to sports and it can end a career. But I am definitely someone that believes in any competition you're in, you have to give it your all.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean like, I mean, like, I understand sometimes for strategic standpoints, you throw a competition or something,
yeah.
but like, giving it your all isn't like doing your absolute best.
Yeah, that USA versus Iran match was so aggressive. It was very physical. It looked like people were going to get injured like every play. Like it was people were throwing their bodies just recklessly to try to get a point.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, Christian Pulisic, yeah, I instantly was just like, okay, I get this guy. Like and they even like have been kind of saying like he's probably one of the few American players that plays at like the level of like the European leagues or the Spanish leagues, like some of the ones that are really big in football. He's actually one of the few USA players that really does play at that level.
nice, nice. All right. So I really know not much about this person. I just Googled, I Googled, female gamers because I wanted to make sure I had a female gamer on there, you know, to represent, that side of like the internet and stuff like that. And I tried looking up her respective, what was it, like stats, things like that. I didn't find too much, but I know she does competitive stuff, specifically in Call of Duty. We have Fazi Kali, and some things that I really liked when I read her bio is she loves buffalo wings, which is also my favorite food. Um, and the first game she ever played was Pokemon Diamond, which is one of my favorite, like Gen 4 is one of my favorite Pokemon games,
Mhm.
just because not only where I was in life, but like it introduced one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. The anime was on fire, and all that stuff. So, yeah, she does Twitch. She's part of the Fozzie clan. Most notably, or at least the stuff that I saw her most famous for, is playing Call of Duty and Elder Scrolls games. So yeah, and she has a lot of tattoos, and I'm like, uh, um, I think I'm gonna stop there.
Yeah. Well, she's going to have another kind of gamer on this tribe, so she's definitely going to, probably want to go towards there. But FaZe Clan is a pretty big kind of like a grouping overall. So
Oh, it's pronounced Phase, not
yeah,
Fozzie.
yeah, not Fozzy.
We know Ryan does. This just shows you how much research I do sometimes.
Yeah. It's Space Glam, but yeah, I'm serious excited to see how Clay does. Well, yeah, we'll see it. She's the one gamer girl, I believe, that is on here.
Yeah, I didn't want to go too. At least for when I was choosing, I'm like,
Mhm.
it's not like I wanted to be totally video game heavy.
Yeah,
I chose like four people, two of
yeah,
which are Pokemon peeps, but we'll get to him in a bit. First, I have four people on this tribe,
yeah.
so they better they better not go in the first two tribal councils. Now that I say that, I have doomed myself. Uh, but yeah, next up, one of the biggest names in boxing, one of the most accomplished boxers. And I also learned that he was a senator of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao. Um, let's go over his stats when it comes to boxing, because like most people know him as like one of the biggest boxers of all time. Six out of the 72 matches he's done, he's won 62 and tied for two of them, which are insane odds. He has many championships. Like the man is like, lightweight, featherweight, stuff like that, but still considered no matter what size. One other time, I debate whether or not to make a size matters joke here, but you know, uh,
Yeah.
The man is like
He's a
one of the
small
big,
guy with a big punch.
yeah, he is one of the biggest names in boxing.
Yeah.
He's up there with, Mike Tyson, George Foreman. Like you think of boxing, he's one of the big names comes to mind. And with Rock or not Rocky, Creed 3 coming out, I guess like a week's of filming, and just in general. I don't know when we're uploading this, but
I'm probably gonna
probably
upload this like right after we're done. It's not
so a
even.
week from this posting, Creed 3 is coming out, which I'm excited for a number of reasons, but I digress. So like, boxing being one of the oldest sports out there, just fisticuffs and whatnot, and being like a really, really important sport just in general, where it is like people duking out and fighting, the MMA of its time, because I know MMA has pretty much risen in popularity. And
Mhm.
I would say that's much more of the modern thing that a lot of people like more than boxing. Um, but yeah, boxing, we can't forget boxing because I
Yeah.
feel like that's one of the best sports out there when it comes to brutality and like, fighting and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. When I think of like big draws now, I definitely do think UFC, MMA kind of stuff. But Manny Pacquiao was still even when that was all happening, if he had a fight coming on, it was still a big draw. Like
Oh yeah.
everyone was wanting to watch Manny Pacquiao beat the ever living crud out of someone.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
I'm excited to see how Manny does here.
exactly. Yeah. Um, I'd say out of athletes, he may be one of the people that I root for, except for I definitely have my top three, but I'd say like he may be a close fourth. Um,
Got it, got
yeah. Speaking of someone in that top three, I just recently learned about her, and this is Perez Jepchirchir, and she is a Kenyan Olympic runner, specifically for like long distance. She won the gold medal in the 2021 Olympics, won for a marathon, and she also won out of her career. She has six golds and one silver, and one of those golds being in the Boston Marathon, the biggest marathon apart from maybe the Olympics. I'd say even Olympics has a lot going on. So like I'd say the biggest marathon, in the world,
it.
basically. She came in last year, she came in first with her best marathon run, though, is 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 16 seconds. To give you perspective, that's an average of 5 minutes and 15-second splits. So, like, not only being able to maintain that for 26 miles, but like being able to do that and, that is extremely impressive. As someone who has ran a marathon or two in my day,
Mhm.
that's tough. And for coming in first in so many different events, I give huge props to her. So like, she's definitely on my list because of the running prowess.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I know nothing of her. This is the first time I've heard of her. Was when you gave me your list. So
I
definitely.
mean, when making the list, this was the first I was hearing of her too. I didn't watch I watched bits of the Olympics, but I was working in a restaurant while they were going on, so my focus was kind of split. Um, but yeah, I wanted a runner, and yeah, I felt like she was a perfect fit for this.
Nice, nice.
All right, next up, we have another Pokemon player for VGC, and this man is a world champion. He has championships at the wazoo, and his latest accomplishment came this year in the Orlando regionals, and he won by by using a prehistoric Jigglypuff. I remember telling this to my manager where I work, and she was like, "You're messing with me. You're messing with me." But this man made a unconventional team and kind of defined a meta a little bit with basically using something called Parish Song, which is and thing where it's called parish trapping, where it's, oh, you trap people in and they hear the song and then they, faint after 3 turns. And this man, um, that was basically how he won the regionals and qualified for Worlds this time around. But yeah, I mean, the man has accomplished so much throughout the years. He has his own YouTube channel. I like Aaron Zhang a little bit better in the sense of like Aaron Zhang is more consistent, and I kind of like his personality. Also, Wolf Glick does not like Lucario at all, and he watched. My first video I watched of him was his opinion on people whose favorite Pokemon they were, and he's like, if Lucario is your favorite Pokemon, you and I will not get along. And I took that personally, but I respect the man so much for being a very skilled player, and he's constantly being invited to big events.
Yeah.
And also, he made his own gym for like a day. He went to the shoe store, rented it out, and he was a water type gym leader. And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
If he's into Paris trapping, Perez here needs to watch out. Make sure that he doesn't fall into any traps.
yeah, perish to
Yeah.
Paris,
Yeah, I
perish
know.
to Paris.
I know.
Or, maybe that could be his alliance, like, oh, I go with Perez and I will Perez trap you. She'll win all the challenges. Maybe we'll have something like an Ozzy Yule type of deal where it's like, Wolf is the brains, Perez is the bronze type of deal.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, that's the Manahiki tribe. Now we are going to move on over here to the Puka Puka tribe, starting off with a WWE wrestler who has held the women's championship now for almost a year, I think. And that's Bianca Belair, who is the EST of WWE. She's got this really, you can't see it too much here, but she has this really long braid that goes down pretty
Ooh,
much all the way to her ankles, and she uses that as a weapon. She grabs her
naturally.
hair and she just whips people.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, she's a complete badass. She's definitely the best women's wrestler right now in the company. And yeah, she's just been on fire. And I was like, I like my wrestlers. I want to get a wrestler on here. Let's get Bianca.
Sounds good. Sounds like a good addition. Because when was the last time we had like a wrestler on here?
Uh, Casey Catanzaro and Cody Rhodes. They came in like the same time. Oh, and the Miz. Yeah, yeah. There's like a few wrestlers in one that it was a little bit ago now.
Yeah. I mean, we
Yeah,
also we also do so many of these. Like, even if it was something that happened last series, like, it still feels like so long ago. Like, I know Wednesday was her wins were not too long ago, but
yeah.
it feels like so long
It feels
ago.
like forever now.
I know. And with the new season of Survivor coming up, obviously a lot of our focus is on that, and we're hyped for that. But yeah, we do know that wrestlers usually have a pretty good track record on our channel, so I expect her to do, follow that tradition.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So yeah, hopefully she's not the odd one out who just has a terrible performance and has to go down our channel as a pre-merge fodder.
See, we'll
Yeah.
see.
Okay, this next person is one of the people I'm probably most excited about actually to be on the channel, and that is Hikaru Nakamura, who is a grandmaster in chess. When people think of chess, they think of two players, Magnus Carlsen and Nakamura here. And yeah, I personally am more of a fan of Hikaru. He's he's also a streamer, so I watch a lot of his streams. And one of my favorite things is when he plays chess against other people. He just has this like, I'm just gonna say it, shit eating grin pretty much when he's playing against them, where he just gets this big smile across his face and it like freaks out the opponents because they're
The
like, oh
mind
no,
games,
something's about to happen.
the mind games. this goes back to like, competitions and stuff like that. Like, getting inside someone's head, whether it is like, a sport where it is more cerebral, like chess, or physical, like sometimes getting into someone's head can really mess with them. I remember when I was reading a book. It was we've had this person on our channel before. I'm forgetting his name because it was so long ago. But I was reading this book, and it's the guy that coached Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan would sometimes go into the other opponent's like locker room, and then he'd look at someone, smile at him, and was like, nod, and then walk away just to mess with the other team
Mhm.
and mess with that one player and like cause discourse basically. Mind games is always I feel like it's a must for a lot of like competitions. And it
Yeah,
isn't like dirty or anything like that. It's like, no, like part of competing is maintaining your mental stability and composure.
yeah.
And I know I have a shit poker face. So whenever I play something like BS or I don't really play poker or anything like that, or games where I have to like, outwit someone else or like kind
Mhm.
of deceive other people. I do the smiling thing too because it's easier to maintain than a straight face.
Yeah, exactly. And like I've seen so many people who see this freak out and try to make an aggressive move because they think they're about to be attacked, so they're wanting to get the first move in. He wasn't really going to do anything aggressive. He was just wanting he basically goaded them into making a terrible move, and then he capitalizes on it.
That's
So
I like
yeah.
that kind of strategy.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for him. I'm hoping he does well. I'm hoping he and you know I would love it if he gets the super idol. I feel like he would completely control and manipulate this game if he got it.
Oh no. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something you would do.
Mhm.
All right, next up, we have Joseph Mango Marquez. And he is a Smash player and one of the best ones because, like, I don't follow too much Smash, but I was thinking, oh, we all remember Kenny from Gabon. He was a Smash player. So, and also, I would say Smash Brothers is one of the biggest games, out there that Nintendo has. Like it's the end game of basically Nintendo. And basically what just wait a few years down the line, that Illumination is going to come out with a Super Smash movie. Um, Super Smash Bros. Movie. Just you wait.
Yeah, they already got
Uh,
some characters voice acted for it. So
yeah, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. That is a terrible Seth Rogen laugh. Um, but yeah. So let's look at his stats a little bit. He has won almost 300K in win by playing Smash, which anyone that can do that. That's not including just being on Twitch or like whatever like streaming things and sponsorships and whatnot. That's just purely just out of winnings, which that's more money than I've ever made in my life. So
yeah.
um got to give props to that. He did main a Pokemon for a while, that being Jigglypuff. So
Mhm.
I feel like, him and Wolf might align as a result. And so he also does Fox. Trying to see Fox, Falcon, Captain Falcon, Wario. So like, uh, I'm not as familiar with Smash. Like I play it,
Mhm.
not as much as I used to, but I like Smash Brothers. I think it's an awesome fighting game, and yeah, so I wanted that representation.
Yeah, I was actually excited when you chose Mango. I actually know Mango a little bit. I watch the channel Ludwig, who was on one of our Brantsteele back in the YouTuber one. And he would sometimes bring on Mango because he's also a big Smash player. So they would play some Smash together. I think Ludwig just had like a big Smash tournament where I believe Mango was in it. I don't know if he won. I think he made it very far in that tournament. Um, But yeah, no, Mango's, he definitely just seems kind of like a pretty chill, relaxed guy when he's not, trying to beat everyone in Smash. So I'm excited to see how he does here.
Nice, nice. All right, next up, I know how to pronounce the last name. I'm trying to figure out.
I believe it's Kaori.
I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Um, we can tell that Orion has been keeping up with his Duolingo. Yeah, I am a little out of practice with that, but we have Kiori Sakamoto, and she is a figure skating. She is a figure skater, and she is currently ranked number 3 in the world. She is Japanese, and looking at her record, she has a lot of bronze, which I mean, getting on the pedestal just says a lot. Third place is not bad. Third place, you know, I don't want to say is overshadowed. Obviously, not silver and gold, but like third place out of like the entire world, being the third in figure skating is like an incredible feat.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. Um, did not do a lot of research. Well, I've done research, but those were the notes that I took down.
Got it, got it. Yeah, I don't have too much, I guess, to say on her. We'll see how Kaori does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for all the figure skating
Yeah,
fans.
everyone out there who tuned into this expecting the figure skater to get the biggest coverage out of us, I'm sorry.
I mean, I feel like we might surprise some of our audience by doing a sports one.
Yeah, exactly.
Because not saying that we can't have interest in sport, but we are very nerdy individuals. So like the
Hey,
stereotype.
honestly, sports fanatics are some of the biggest nerds out there. They know the stats and years of teams winning.
Yeah, I remember watching 80 for Brady, and there were some Sally Field's character was very much into the statistics of things.
Mhm.
80
Yeah.
for Brady. Go and watch it if you haven't.
Okay, moving on. We're gonna just gonna keep moving on here. Um, this next person, they weren't someone I or first was thinking of, but once I thought about it, I was like, we need to get Tony Hawk on here. Skateboarding is now so big that it's literally an Olympic event now. Um,
Yeah.
and Tony Hawk was like one of the big pioneers of the skateboarding boom that happened in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh yeah. Everyone
So
knows Tony Hawk.
exactly. He's even in the Jackass movies, and I love the Jackass movies. So yeah, Tony Hawk is someone who, yeah, I didn't immediately think of him for the sports category, but then the second I kind of started thinking about it, I was like, yeah, he definitely needs to be on here.
Also, just in the sense of like representation for extreme sports. Like,
Yeah.
skateboarding is something, like everyone has tried skateboarding at least once. I know back in the day, skateboarding was like the coolest thing and whatnot.
Mhm.
So I feel like it's only fitting that Tony Hawk gets a spot here. Because
Yeah.
since he is, kind of like with some other people on here, if you think of a sport and they're the first one to come to mind, when I think of skateboarding, Tony Hawk is the first name that comes to mind.
Yeah, there's very few other skateboarders I honestly know that are like that come off the top of my head. Like I have to like, maybe if you'd say like this person, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that person. But he's the one that I think anyone can immediately say Tony Hawk.
Yeah, exactly. And he was recently on an episode of Hell's Kitchen.
Look at that.
Or by recent, I mean the season that has been airing. Anywho.
Yes. Okay, that is the Puka Puka tribe. We are now moving on to the Rarotonga tribe.
All right. First up, we have Ann San, and she is an Olympic archer. She has 3 medals. She got three gold medals at the 2020 Olympics, and she got it for individuals, the women's team, and the mixed gender team. And she's the first archer in the history of the competitions to do that. She is South Korean native. And yeah, I was like, I wanted a sharpshooter, and I was thinking either sharpshooter with like a pistol, but then I was like archery, because I think archery is a little bit cooler. And yeah, and that's why I chose Ansan.
Okay. Representing the archery people. My high school, we had to do archery. I don't know if you guys had to do any archery in high school. Yeah, we had like a 3-week course where they literally just taught us how to do archery.
That's
Like
super
like
cool.
every year it was like, okay, this is now your archery time. Um it's a hard thing. It's you can't get really good at it in 3 weeks for instance. So
No,
so definitely respect to someone to be able to compete at such a high level at archery. So yeah.
and make history.
Mhm.
So yeah, mad props there. And
Nice.
plus in D&D, sometimes I play the rogue, and the rogue's like number one weapon, other than maybe a knife, is the bow and arrow. That's like, if you're not running bow and arrow on a rogue, what you doing?
Yeah. Nice, nice. Okay, this next person is the other person who I don't really know too much, but they are a legend in their respective sport. And we got Candace Parker, who is in the WNBA. And yeah, pretty much all I know is that she's just one of those women that typically kicks butts in the league and is always she's like the Tom Brady of the WNBA, if you want to even say it like that, where she's just always on the top team. She's always competing for the championship. And so, yeah, we'll see how Candace Parker does here.
Yeah. And with March Madness, it's fitting. I feel like we had to have one basketball player as a
Exactly.
rogue.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, we'll see how she does. Yeah. Okay, moving on now to Maria Sharapova, who is one of the top female tennis players, and I am a huge fan of tennis.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite sports out there, and she's another one of those people where, if you ask anyone in the tennis world who she is, they're immediately gonna be saying yes, she's one of the goats. She like if you look at the Mount Rushmore of female tennis players, she's up there with like Serena Williams. She's one of the top tier players. So yeah, we'll see how she does here.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm sorry, I know not too much about tennis.
No,
I
don't worry,
watched a
don't
little bit
worry.
of Prince of Tennis when an old roommate of mine, was very into tennis, and like he would play that anime every now and then.
I love Princess. So that was one of my favorite shows back in high school.
It's a good one.
Mhm. Okay, next up we got the quarterback of the recent Super Bowl winners. We got Patrick Mahomes.
I,
uh,
I did watch the Super Bowl, and it was a hell of a game. I had to dip out because I had to do an escape room for someone's birthday, which was a lot of fun. Uh, but like I looked at the scores and stuff, and like that final quarter was insane from what I heard. And then obviously I was rooting against Danny Boatwright's team. So like when they won, I got
yeah, I
rather
don't know
annoyed.
how much you actually looked into it, but they basically won because of a bad ref call.
Damn.
Yeah, it was literally like the
Oh, like
last.
the jury in Guatemala. Okay.
Yeah, it was I think like 1 minute and 40 seconds or so. And Patrick Mahomes throws this ball that's totally not catchable. But one of the defenders slightly touches the receiver. Even though the ball was nowhere able to be caught, he gets called for holding, which allowed the Chiefs to get a free first down, and then they were basically able to just wait out the clock and kick a field goal in the last second, basically guaranteeing that the Eagles had no chance of winning. It is definitely which is so annoying because it was
They're the
going
Danny
down as
Boat
one of the
guys.
greatest Super Bowl games ever.
And one of
And
the
we
best
have that.
halftime shows ever. We got, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, but like, man, I knew people that were going to it just to see Rihanna. But no, it was a
Mhm.
fun game.
Yeah, yeah. I am and you can tell this is how I'm a big sports fan. Like I actually enjoy the game more than everything else that surrounds the game of the Super Bowl. That's always just kind of been how I go. I'm like, who cares about the commercials? Who cares about the halftime show? I get super locked into the game aspect to be
Yeah.
honest.
And
Um
I mean, like, when it comes to the commercials, like, you can just look them up online anyway.
Yeah, I'm
In
gonna
fact,
I'm gonna see the best ones regardless because the best ones end up getting blasted out anyways.
yeah, and some of the commercials are basically like, hey, the trailer is on now, like online now, like for The Flash or for Guardians 3.
Mhm.
And like, because I saw it at a bar,
Yeah.
at a big sports bar, and I could barely hear. People were not people. Most of the people there were either there for Rihanna or they were there for the actual sports, not for the sweaty nerds that me and Danny were watching it. Well, I mean, we were watching the game, obviously, but
Mhm.
excited about the Guardians trailer and the Indiana Jones trailer.
Mhm.
Uh, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but Patrick Mahomes, he has taken Tom Brady's spot in the last few years as the best football player out there. I believe in like the last four Super Bowls, he's been there three times. So yeah, that's pretty nuts.
oh yeah, but how many of them have four iconic women um being where the main plot of the movie was to watch the Super Bowl because of Tom Brady? Does Patrick Mahomes have that?
God,
No.
why are you
80 for Brady.
this is becoming this is consuming the sport is 80 for Brady.
Non-sponsored, but if you guys want to sponsor us, that'd be cool.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sponsor us after the movie's already come out.
Those residual viewerships, I watched it after the Super Bowl, so like granted with AMC A-list, also not sponsored.
Okay, well, yeah, that's Patrick Mahomes. I'm excited for him. He is definitely the future of the NFL, and I know you're not a because of Danny Boat, right? You don't like the Chiefs, but unfortunately, the Chiefs are going to be one of the top four teams, probably for the next like 5 years. And there's the Ryan Hiss. Okay, moving on to my true number one. This is the person who I desperately need to do well here. And that is Soren Bjergsen Bjerg, who is a pro League of Legends player and is the GOAT of North American League of Legends. He was not born in North America.
No.
He's actually Danish. He's Denmark, but he moved over in like the early days of League of Legends to North America and has since been like the reason everyone has watched League of Legends. Basically, he is the face of whatever organization he's on. He was on TSM for like 10 years pretty much, and now he's actually now playing with his good friend Double Lift, who is a winner on our channel.
Uh-huh.
And they've had a whole career together. Like they've won multiple championships together. So Bjergsen's obviously wanting to be just as good as Double Lift, if not better,
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to just be the left in the stand while his buddy was out here, being one of the MVPs and winning.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Like, just to like remind everyone, Double Lift was like a mainstay of our series too. Like, every All Stars that he was in, he was like one of the biggest influential people on the season.
Mhm.
So, kind of like with Blanca, representing the wrestling peeps we had throughout our Brantsteeles, Soren also has to like, live up to Double Lift being a league player.
Mhm. Yeah, he has been criticized for a certain play style where League of Legends is a five-person team, and basically everyone would say his teams are Bjergsen and four wards, and wards in League of Legends are just vision trinkets to let you see where other people are on the map. Because and people would say this because the rest of his team would always be completely useless, and it was just Bjergsen doing everything on the team.
So he has back problems for carrying the weight of the team on his back.
Yes,
I could have
exactly.
worded that better, but yeah.
Yeah. So he's used to pretty much 1v9ing games. And but what's weird is whenever he's got other players who are good, it actually makes him worse. So he's actually better when he's playing with not great players.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah, so
Well,
he enjoys caring. Then I guess that's what I'm saying is he's really he'd rather be the one completely winning a game than sharing his resources to other people.
this is going to be tough because he's in a season where a lot of these people have made a name in their respective fields. So, like,
Mhm.
he's amongst a lot of, champions and really, really,
People who
really,
aren't going to just want to sit back.
yeah, exactly. So, if that's the case, Soren might be soaring his way to the pre-merge
No,
elimination phase.
Bjergsen is going to do great. Yeah, I refuse to let him do anything worse than great. He's
I,
going to be amazing.
you're getting into me territory when you're. Be careful. I know that tone. It's the tone I've had for so long. That's like a Grimjow tone.
But he's got to do great. He's my League of Legends person.
We'll
I
see.
only really have like two like gamer people. I'm counting Hikaru as a gamer for chess.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I'm hoping that his tribe sees him as a good brain for the operation to try to help them make it further. That's what
yeah.
I
All right. I mean, obviously, I don't want wish ill towards you, so I don't want him to necessarily.
yeah.
So, like, I don't want you to feel the pain because, like, I have felt that pain too many times.
Mhm.
Um, where people, I'm like, no, but they're cool. No, I like this person, and then, despite my many tries, they go home early.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Okay, since we have four tribes here, how about we each just do our favorite person from each tribe? Only one person.
All right. So for the Red Tribe, it's going to be Aaron Zhang.
Aaron Zhang. Okay, I'm gonna do Tom Brady here. I'm gonna root for Tom
80 for
Brady.
Red.
Not because of 80 for Brady, just because he's one of the greatest football players of all time. Okay, man, I mean, my only person here is Christian Pulisic, and I'm rooting pretty hard for him. So,
For me, it's going to be Wolf,
mhm.
Pokemon peeps.
Nice. Okay, and then Puka Puka. I'm obviously rooting for Hikaru.
I can get behind Hikaru as well.
Okay. And then the Rarotongo, obviously, I'm going Bjergsen.
I'm going to go with Ansan, but the thing is, they just have to get rid of Mahomes.
hmm Mahomes.
Mahomes. Mahomes. I don't know. This is my first time hearing of this man.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah. Hear him more because he's going to be in like all the Super Bowls now. He's going to be the guy.
I'll think of him differently if he leaves the Chiefs.
Well, I mean, it's now been a few years, but I remember he signed like a 7-year contract, like I think 2 years ago with them. So,
This is why you must read your contracts specific, careful what you sign, people.
okay, let's just hop into this now. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, okay. No secret advantages here. No alliances. Nope, no alliances so far.
Nope.
Alliances. Let's see who wins the first individual or not individual, just immunity. We got the Manahiki tribe wins immunity.
All
They are
right. Well,
safe. Yeah, that's good for you because this is
Perez.
your
Yeah.
tribe that has before. They also win flint and a crate full of fire making essentials. And then the Rarotonga tribe wins immunity. Okay, so that means both of our four person each is safe right now.
All right, and who wins this one?
And
Come
the
on.
Puka Puka tribe wins immunity.
If Zhang goes, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yes, that means that they will be going here and they nominate Maria to go to Exile Island. It is hidden, but it does not look like she finds it.
Or do we find out on the when it goes to the
I
team?
believe that they would let us know here. But you're talking nothing. Manhiki nothing.
Oh, good. We're
Tony
going.
Hawk is impressing the rest of the team.
Good for him. But
Yeah.
can we get something from the tribe that's going to tribal council?
Nope, we got nothing. The only thing that they cared about in this premiere episode was Tony Hawk. It was impressing everyone. Maybe he
Exactly.
made like maybe he got like some bark or something and was doing showing off some skateboarding tricks on some tree bark.
Perhaps.
Okay. Um who goes home here?
One of your people.
Um okay, I'll say Mia Hamm. But if I had to lose someone, I'd be okay with losing Mia Hamm.
All right, let's do this.
First vote goes to Simone. Second vote goes to Simone. Third vote goes to Cyborg. And
Well,
Simone
damn.
Biles unanimously voted out there.
I guess they were like, "No, you had your chance.
Yeah.
We're not going to let you play again."
Yeah, they were upset that they had to be on the tribe with the one other person who's been on this before.
Well,
Oh,
damn.
okay. Let's see if we're going. Is Brantsteele like broken? Because I feel like we just are not getting a lot of alliances. I feel like we've had way less alliances than we're used to.
Yeah. Or I mean, like this is also an earlier season, so the
Yeah,
gameplay is not aggressive, and
yeah,
especially with this one, the first two episodes, it's split between four
yeah. True.
tribes.
Okay, let's see who wins immunity. The Manahiki tribe wins immunity.
Nice.
The Puka Puka tribe wins immunity.
Come on, red team.
And the Aitutaki, oh, that means that the one that has four of my peeps are going. Okay, they now must nominate someone on a winning tribe, and they're choosing Wolf,
Oh, all right, come on.
and does not look like he has found anything. Aaron and Cyborg have a minor disagreements.
Oh, the Cybertron and the Cyborg. Don't.
Nothing there. Oh, a new
Oh,
alliance between Hikaru and Tony Hawk.
all
Hikaru
right.
and
That's a pretty decent alliance too.
yeah, it seems pretty strong. Candace and Mahomes bond slightly. That's all we're getting.
Mahomes has to go
I don't think
home.
we're losing Mahomes or
Mahomes
Candace.
must go home.
I think I refuse to say Bjergsen for obvious reasons. Uh, I mean, I think it's either Maria or Ansan.
Holmes.
First vote goes to Maria. Second vote goes to Mahomes. Third vote goes to Mahomes. Fourth vote goes to Maria. One vote
Come on, come on.
and Maria
Damn it.
Mahomes is still in the game. Oh, that was close. That was close. Who voted with Bjergsen? No.
I mean, next episode things are going to mix up, so it's not
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
but
not
now
horrible.
he's clearly on the outs of this group, so now he's gonna kind of have to just throw them all under the bus.
I mean, this one gets so mixed up that I don't think it really helps nor hinder.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. Each gender will stand together. So we got the females here, we got the guys here. Two captains are randomly selected, and Perez and Cyborg are captains for group one, and Pacquiao and Tony are captains for group two.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting a schoolyard pick here. Group one is choosing Candace for Team Perez. Cyborg chooses Kaori for Team Cyborg. Candace chooses Mia for Team Perez. Kaori chooses Ansan for Team Cyborg. Mia chooses Bianca for Team Perez. Ansan chooses Clay for Team
So
Cyborg.
all the ladies are just choosing all the
I
ladies.
know, right? Yeah. Well, I think that's how it goes, right? The girls choose from the girl section, guys choose from the guys.
Okay.
Pacquiao chooses Brady for Team Pacquiao. Tony chooses Wolf for Team Tony. Brady chooses Bjergsen. Yes, he understands. Bjergsen is also the Tom Brady of League of Legends. So let's go. Wolf chooses Aaron
Yeah,
for Team
the Pokey
Tony.
Peeps.
Yep. Bjergsen chooses Mango, the gamers. Sticking together there.
They gotta.
Yep. Aaron chooses Mahomes for Team
You fool!
Tony. Mango chooses Christian for Team Pacquiao. Mahomes chooses Hikaru for Team Tony. And the groups have been chosen. So here's Team Perez, Team Cyborg, Team Pacquiao, and Team Tony. Now, each captain will randomly be paired with one other captain to form their new tribe. And Team Perez and Team Tony form the Aitutaki tribe, and Team Cyborg and Pacquiao form the Rarotonga tribe. And this is our breakdown now.
All
Um,
right, if they go, because my top three are in there. So Mahomes must go home. Mahomes must go home.
so let's see how is this also broken down. So I have one, two, three, four, five, six. So I have six out of the nine people here.
Yeah.
And so then you would also have you'd have six here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we almost have a bit of still us facing each other, but we each now have just a few people on our teams.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, which it's kind of interesting how that all kind of balanced out because we did use Cook Islands. We hardly ever use Cook Islands or
Yeah.
Exile Island because of like, we like the merge and all
Yeah.
that and the
Yeah,
modern
I
game
think the only time we've used this was our Winners at War season.
way back when. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so um let's get in here. Episode 3, no alliances on the Rarotonga tribe. And the Aitutaki tribe wins immunity, and they
Huzzah.
can also send one player to exile, and they will be immune from tribal council. And they're choosing Bjergsen. Let's go.
Nice.
Okay. I'm excited about that. Um, and Bjergsen finds the hidden immunity idol.
All right. So he's guaranteed final three now.
Yeah, he has a very clear path now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go, Bjergsen. Bianca and Perez find something in common. Candace and Mahomes bond strongly, and a new alliance forms between Bianca, Candace, Hikaru, Mahomes, Perez, and Tony Hawk.
I don't like this.
And Perez works hard at camp. Yeah, this is
Aaron
now
or Wolf
the
are not in there.
Yeah, this is the majority alliance on this tribe now. Okay.
No, you must betray Mahomes.
Christian and Kaori bond slightly. That's all. That's all we're getting.
I'm gonna say it's really tough to say because this is a new tribe made of three different or four different tribes.
Mhm.
So really tough to see where the chips lie here.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Ansan just because they're the only one from that tribe, so maybe it could just be an easy consensus boot that could happen.
Maybe, maybe.
Okay. First vote goes to Christian. Second vote goes to Calais. Third vote goes to Christian. Fourth vote goes to Calais. Fifth vote goes to Calais. Sixth vote goes to Christian. Seventh vote goes to Calais. One vote left.
It's gotta be
And
Calais.
it
Yeah.
is. She is voted out 5-3. Who voted with her? Ansan voted and Mango. So
Well, that's not
Ansan and Mango. Okay. And Bjergsen is back in there, so he'll be able to vote with them this next time.
we'll see.
Okay. Reward challenge. And Aitutaki tribe wins reward. They win 3 blankets, 2 pillows, and 1 hammock.
Nice.
And they send Christian to Exile Island where we know nothing is there. Okay, who wins immunity? The Aitutaki tribe wins immunity. They are safe.
We like that. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I mean, I feel like you got some of your favorites over here, and I got a lot of people over here too. So as
Yeah.
long as Bjergsen doesn't go home, I think I'm okay with this.
I think, well, he can't go home.
Yeah, he's got the super idol. So
Exactly.
Bianca is impressing the rest of the team, and Aaron and Tony bond slightly.
Nice.
So that's Pacquiao and Bjergsen bond slightly. Pacquiao and Brady bond strongly. And we got our new alliance here of Manny and Brady.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a strong duo.
yeah, yeah. That's a good physical one. If they can make it to the immunity challenges, I could totally see the two of them just right in the gauntlets.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna still go with Onsan. Voted wrong last time,
Yeah.
and I could just kind of see it happening.
Yeah. I'd say
First
on San
vote
Remake
goes to Onsan. Second vote goes to Onsan. Third vote goes to Onsan. Fourth vote goes to Cyborg. Fifth vote goes to Cyborg. Sixth vote goes to Cyborg. Seventh vote goes to Onsan. Eighth vote goes to Cyborg. We are tied. Look at
We
that.
better, I don't like the scroll bar. We better not be going to rocks.
Yeah, are we going to rocks on episode 4? First vote goes to Onsan. Second vote goes to Onsan. Third vote goes to Cyborg. Fourth vote goes to Onsan. Fifth vote goes to Cyborg. One vote left. And
Okay.
Onsan is voted out. Who flipped?
Break. No.
Jurgensen. Ooh.
Makes
He did
sense.
not want to get rocked out with the super idol.
Wait, does Super Idol work if you're rocked out?
I don't think so. It's only after the votes are read. So if the votes are read And then it goes on to like the next phase. Like I'm viewing this almost like how you would view like Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering of you have to do it at this point, but if you move on to another phase, you lose. You're not in that phase anymore. So I think you can't use it if you get rocked out.
Well, let's hope that we don't get to see that on this Brantsteele.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Christian, Cyborg, Kaori, and Mango voted Onsan, Bjergsen, Brady, and Pacquiao voted Cyborg, and then Bjergsen made the flip.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on here. Reward challenge. Okay, and
The rich just
Aitutaki Tribe wins reward. They win spices, wine, and other efficient supplies. They are having a nice vacation out here so far.
that they are. I'm interested because one, they will eventually go because like there's a portion where both tribes go to tribal,
Hmm.
but also I'm interested to see when the mutiny happens.
Hmm.
If there will be any one from this tribe going over there or vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if this tribe is just winning, maybe someone from a losing tribe just needs to get out of that tribe. Maybe that tribe is cursed or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Who they
And we're
send?
sending Mango to Exile Islands, and we know nothing's there. Who will win immunity? The
Yep.
Aitutaki tribe wins immunity. Okay. Candace has a major meltdown. She cannot handle her winning ways.
My God.
Bianca and Wolf find something in common, and a new alliance forms between Aaron, Bianca, Mia, and Perez.
Interesting.
Nice, nice. And Mahomes rests at camp to restore his energy, and Wolf is injured but gets treated and can stay in the game.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's just got a minor injury right now. Okay, Bjergsen has the idol. Haori is impressing the rest of the team. Bjergsen and Brady bond slightly, and Mango joins the alliance of Manny and Brady.
All right.
Yeah, so that's a three-person alliance there. So you'd imagine they're going to control those votes.
I'm thinking I can see either Christian, Kaori, or Chris.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking that Kaori might be safe if Mango comes in and is like, "Hey, let's save my person." Uh, I mean, it's hard because that would kind of, I mean, the only target if you look at like tribal lines that alliance would target would be Bjergsen, who has that super idol. So if you target him,
Yeah.
you go home
But
instead.
also his social game is pretty good right now. So I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think they would
he's
target
got to in
Sora.
with Brady, who you'd imagine Brady's not going to turn on him right now.
No, not at this point.
Yeah, this actually feels like a pretty tricky vote to navigate. So I'm interested to see how it goes. First vote goes to Cyborg. Second vote goes to Cyborg. She's been racking up votes.
Oh yeah.
Third vote goes to Brady.
Well, Cyborgs.
Fourth vote goes to Brady. Fifth vote goes to Cyborg. Sixth
Oh
vote goes
no.
to Brady. One vote left.
Oh no. No!
Brady has been voted out.
But 80 for Brady.
Oh,
No.
that is very upsetting for me because I really wanted Mahomes versus Brady to happen. We didn't get it.
Oh no. We are losing someone really big. I can just tell all the football fans that are watching are raging right now.
Yeah, I think fans of sports in general, I think Brady is just like that big of a name where it's like maybe you don't know all these other people. Everyone's gonna know Brady, and now we've lost him in episode five. uh,
Um,
yeah, and he felt like he was the main storyline with your freaking 80 for Brady stuff. Oh my god. Okay. So let's see here. Bjergsen, Christian, Cyborg, and Kaori voted Brady. So yeah, it looked like the people who weren't in that alliance just flipped on the popular clip. I think that's maybe something that we kind of saw happen.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, this is the episode where both tribes will be going. So the how do I pronounce it? Aitu
Aitutaki.
Aitutaki tribe will be losing someone this
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous because
It's a little upsetting though for the Rarotonga because that also means they're gonna lose someone.
no
And they
matter
really
what, yeah,
desperately need to not go to tribal.
it would be great because right after this is there another episode or before the mutiny twist? Because right now we're at 15. Yeah.
Mhm.
So after that, that'll be 13. Oh, wait, I think we have one more episode before the mutiny.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we'll see here, but Rarotonga tribe not looking great so far.
oh God, I'm nervous.
Okay, the only alliance here now is Mango and Pacquiao,
All right.
and the reward goes to the Aitutaki. They win a feast of lamb, bread, and apple cider while listening in on the other tribe's tribal council, and also kidnap one member from the opposing tribe.
Interesting. And who do they?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But honestly, sometimes winning this kind of reward sucks because that means you have to go to tribal first. So
Yeah.
if you're the one who goes home here, it kind of is a terrible reward to win.
I mean, yeah, man.
Tony has a major meltdown.
No, I feel like I'm so. I feel like this is the only time I feel it's justified to have a major meltdown to win
Mhm.
and have to go anyway.
Yeah,
So
he's probably upset because he's like, we're the winning tribe. Why do we have to vote someone out? We're doing everything right.
first,
It's like the Danny
nonetheless.
McRae, hourglass scenario of, we're playing the game the way we're supposed to. What's this stupid twist now?
Yeah.
um, Candace and Perez bond strongly, and Aaron and Tony bond strongly, and
Oh,
that alliance dissolves.
all right.
And a new one forms between Aaron, Bianca, Hikaru, and Tony.
All
So
right, so Aaron and Bianca, they're both playing a really good social game.
yeah, they're getting in on the alliances that I think are going to matter the most. So,
Yeah.
oh, Manny and Mango dissolve their alliance, and a new alliance forms between Christian, Cyborg, and Kaori.
Okay. So for the first one, Patrick Mahomes. He has to go.
You're just gonna always say him until he goes home, aren't you?
Probably.
Okay. Um I'm just gonna say Mia Hamm. She's the person on my that I'm okay if she goes, so I'll go Mia Hamm. First vote goes to Candace. Second vote goes to Perez. Third vote goes to Perez. Fourth vote goes to Candace. Fifth vote goes to Perez. Sixth vote goes to Candace. Seventh vote goes to Perez. Eighth vote goes to Candace. One vote
One
left.
vote left.
And Candace is voted out.
I'm sorry, but
I'm fine with that.
I know, but it's another person that you lose.
Yeah, yeah, but I feel like you've lost some people. I think it's fair that I have to lose someone here.
Yeah, I don't know. How are we on the numbers?
I think this is only my second person I've lost.
Really?
I
Well, I mean,
think.
six of your peeps are on this tribe, so
Yeah, my tribe has just kind of been winning, and the other tribe, I had Bjergsen with a super idol, and then I had I yeah I have two other people that could go though. So yeah, Aaron, Bianca, Nia, Perez, and Wolf voted Candace. Candace, Hikaru, Mahomes, and Tony voted Perez. Yeah, I definitely think Aaron and Bianca are kind of running this game right now on that tribe.
nice. All right.
Okay. Okay, before the vote, Aitutaki tribe must kidnap one member of Rarotonga tribe. This player will be immune from the vote by skipping tribal council.
Come on, Manny.
Cyborg, who has been racking up the votes.
Ooh.
So there goes a big target.
Which is weird that she wasn't up there. I don't know why.
I'm
So,
guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing that the it wasn't up there because she gets kidnapped here. I don't know.
well, who goes home here?
Yeah,
That's
actually.
because she was part of that big alliance too.
Yeah, I mean, I would just have to assume we're losing either Mango or Manny by
One of
the
the M's.
yeah they were kind of on the out, so I'm gonna say Manny.
Hmm. I don't want to lose either. I realize how much I've lost. I'm like, oh wait.
Yeah, yeah. You had six people on this tribe at one point.
Oh, my numbers are dwindling.
Yeah. Okay. First vote goes to Pacquiao. Second vote goes to Mango. Third vote goes to Mango. Fourth vote goes to Pacquiao. And Pacquiao is voted out in a 3-2 votes.
You called it.
Yep. Bjergsen was the one person who voted Mango with Pacquiao. I still think Mango will be the bigger target. Like I think they'll still probably target him over Bjergsen, but Bjergsen might be number three on this grouping now.
Yeah. Oh, so kidnapped. They're like a part of the tribe now, right?
Oh, are they? Are they? Is
Because they were
Cyborg?
in the
Yeah, they're over
because
here now.
with I didn't
I
remember
don't
that
think
they were.
that's. I thought that they just go back at like the immunity challenge, right?
Maybe.
Yeah,
We
we'll
haven't
see.
ran this one in a while, so
Yeah.
we're a bit foggy on how it operates.
Okay. Let's see who wins reward. And the Aitutaki tribe wins rewards. They win potatoes and peanut butter, and Cyborg returns to the
Okay.
Rarotonga tribe. And they're choosing Cyborg to go to Exile Island. Wow.
Chris Cyborg, a woman without a tribe.
Yeah, no one wants her at this point. Like even her own tribe, people are voting against her. She gets kidnapped and is sent straight to Exile Island.
All right, does the Aitikaku they win again?
They win again.
Oh, this is brutal.
This is
Like
pretty cruel.
since this they haven't lost a challenge at all.
Yeah, they've won all immunities and they've won all rewards.
They have not this tribe specifically. I mean, like, yes, when it was you know, four teams of five, the Aititaku one is the first one, or not the first one. Were they? Yeah, they were the first ones to go.
Mhm.
And now, like, ever since then, since all the tribes have, you know, since they became like two tribes in this, you know, they have not lost a single one. And with only a few more, what is it after this? I think it's three more challenges.
Mhm.
Um, I'm interested to see how the mutiny goes.
Yes, exactly. That could be change a lot of factors here. So
Yeah,
I'm definitely curious about that. Aaron and Mahomes find something in common. Turns out Mahomes is a big Pokemon fan. His favorite Pokemon is Lucario. Does that change your opinion, Ryan?
All he has to do is switch teams, and then we'll be cool.
Okay. Cyborg and Mango bond slightly,
Okay.
and Christian has a major meltdown.
I me too. You know.
Yeah, he's probably pretty upset.
The only one that I know that's not going is Soren.
Yeah, pretty much. I think everyone else has the potential. I still think Mango is the most likely. But Cyborg has also kind of been ostracized, so I can see Cyborg going here. Christian, maybe they got upset with his meltdown. I think Kaori is probably the next safest next to Bjergsen.
Yeah,
Um,
she's
yeah,
been playing under the radar, so
yeah. I don't think people are looking at her as a threat right now.
no.
Okay, first vote goes to Mango. Second vote goes to Christian. Third vote goes to Christian. Fourth vote goes to Mango. One vote left. And Mango is voted out 3-2.
Man, how many people do I even have left? Like four?
Yeah, not a lot. Um,
You've only lost two people.
yeah, I've lost two people so far, and we're going in episode 8. So
Jesus.
yeah, and what's crazy is I literally did the season so that way we could try to have like like it wasn't just a slaughter one way.
All right, here's the thing. Brantsteele has heat-seeking missiles on my people. Like, there are like bullseyes on everyone that I ever choose. It's like I think it is a me thing. I'm always targeted in games I played. Like, for those of you who are interested in how I play games, check out Quiz Club from Martinez, because it's like movie quiz show that we do. And I am like, I would say the Tony Vlachos of that channel. And I'm not exaggerating either. Like,
uh,
I do some nefarious shit.
nice. Cool. Well, it looks like the gamers tried to stick together. So Bjergsen now is, I think, really on the outs here. I think he needs to mutiny.
What if I don't know how the rest of the simulation would go, but what if all four just are like, no, let's just go in the overdrive?
Yeah, what
But
happens if we just have? Do we just go straight to the merge?
that'd be cool. Um, I don't think that'll happen. Is this the I forget how this works. Is jury also starting here, or
Yes, this is the start of the jury is right here. So
I didn't
everyone
know.
here has made the jury.
Wait, I think they're because this is the one where it's the secret double tribal council.
No, that's the next one, I thought.
It's one of these.
Yeah, I thought the mutiny was its own episode, and then the double tribal was the episode after it.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. Like this can go any number of ways. I'd say this is probably the most interesting scenario that we could see with the mutiny twist.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get in here. No one is mutinying.
I understand
I
for the
get the
Aitataki
Aitutaki. I
tribe,
totally understand why no one from the Aitutaki would want to mutiny because they're doing great. But someone from the Rarotonga definitely should be wanting to not be there.
they're getting oolonged.
Yeah, and they're okay with it.
Oh,
Okay.
I was about to say I thought we were going straight into the next challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, we got some statuses here. Rarotonga. Okay, let's see who wins rewards. The Aitutaki wins rewards. They win a trip to a relaxing environment. And for the winning tribe, we'll have muffins, coffee, and danishes.
The
While we eat letters
Rarotonga
and hope.
tribe, it they're dying on this hill, and they are dying on this hill. Like, good God.
And they're sending Bjergsen to Exile Islands,
He
where
might be the only one where he might have to use his idol
just
prior to
to make it to the
just
merge.
to make it to the merge.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I think he's getting targeted if they lose this immunity, so they need to win.
I just
And the
no.
Irish tribe wins immunity.
Like, I'm happy that Aaron, Wolf, and Perez are going to make it to, jury and everything like that. That does make me truly happy. I think that's maybe why I haven't been so fazed by me losing people, is because the three people I care about most have been on the winning tribe. So perhaps that has something to do with it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the case. I think you got lucky that my majority you got like three of your favorites. So
Yeah. And Patrick Mahomes is just a small price to pay for salvation.
yeah. Hey, he's probably winning a lot of these immunities. Like he is a very physical player. I bet you he is he's probably like the Jonathan Young of the season.
We'll see. We'll see.
Bianca and Mahomes bond strongly. Mahomes and Wolf have a major fight,
Oh, Mahomes, you're screwed.
and Ham leaves the alliance.
Interesting.
Cyborg is impressing the rest of the team, and then she leaves an alliance.
Ooh.
Not a good time to leave an alliance at four
No,
people
no.
left on your tribe.
Well, we're in a interesting situation because, Soren has the super idol.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be on the side that really
Yeah. Yeah,
where it
maybe
could be.
Christian and Kaori kicked her out so that way they could vote her out instead of having to go after Bjergsen.
I mean, like, if anything, at this point, the only way to beat this kind of idol is a sacrificial lamb, because
Mhm.
they're going to burn the idol no matter what. So, like, all you can really do is try and force a 2-2. And
Yeah.
then because the votes are red, the person can't be voted out. And therefore,
Yeah.
the other
Or
one goes
maybe
to.
you tell Bjergsen, hey, we're voting out Cyborg. Put the votes on Bjergsen just
Yeah.
to get the flush, but he ends up voting out Cyborg as because that's what he thought the plan was.
Yeah. This is, man, for a season where I thought, this is like something that I wouldn't say that we weren't enthusiastic to do, but like, out of like all the themes and stuff, we were both kind of like, yeah, this is probably like, because people coming over for series 5 and stuff, like, we'll have some people that were not as enthusiastic, but this has been a really interesting Brantsteele.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's we're really seeing the decimation of the tribe. So everyone here has having to play so much harder than
yeah,
than most people. Like the other tribe has barely had to play, and then
nope,
they're all like, having to backstab every day pretty much.
man.
Okay.
uh,
Christian is completely worn out, but is not giving up.
oh gosh.
Okay. So I think they're gonna flush Bjergsen's idol here.
I kind of I also love how, if we look at this team, it's a
Mhm.
representative from each of the original tribes
Yeah,
from the
true.
beginning. Nice thing to notice. I mean, now that pretty primary, or I wouldn't say primary, but the board game colors that you see, you know, red, green, yellow, and blue,
Mhm.
it's this perfect little thing is going to be ruined now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And we'll see who ends up going home here. I'm guessing we're losing Cyborg. The real question I think is going to be, do they burn Bjergsen's idol, or are they just gonna straight out vote Cyborg?
I think they have to burn the idol.
Yeah.
Because like otherwise, because it's easier to burn it here than it is during the merge.
True, true. Okay, first vote goes to Bjergsen. Second vote goes to Bjergsen. Third vote goes to Cyborg. And Bjergsen is voted, but he has his super idol. So therefore, Cyborg is voted out solely because of Bjergsen.
This is actually very bad because like if this decimation continues, because we're losing because whoever goes to tribal council loses twice.
Yeah.
So like if the Rarotonga tribe was to win one, this
Oh,
would be the one to win.
they have to win this one. Otherwise, we are going to look at a sole survivor from this tribe.
Like, here's the thing with hold on one sec. I have this weird incoming call from someone from Insta that I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
Um, or maybe I do, and they're just under a new. I don't know. Anywho, that aside, man, I wish it didn't happen. It took me out of the moment. Um, oh, okay, it's from the Horror Nights thing I was part of, not the one with people in my section, but just in general. Which that one I had to mute it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, no, because there were so many people and it was too constant. Like my phone would be vibrating way too much, and I'm like,
Oh.
anywho, side thing aside.
Yeah, yeah. Recenter, recenter.
Yeah, so the Rarotonga tribe, I don't think we've ever had an oolong. We've never had an oolonging like this where, it was just pure thing. At least with Captain's Curse, people were mutinying to the other tribes. So this would be our first ever like true oolong.
Yeah, we've had a few cases where a couple people make it to the merge, but yeah, if they lose this, we will be having one of these three will be the only one who survived the tribe.
We're close to 100 Brantsteels, and this is the first time this has ever happened. Well,
Yeah.
we don't know if it's happening yet.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't.
they can win. If they win, then honestly, it might fix everything a little bit here because then
Well,
this tribe has to lose two. It'll feel like they're kind of coming in. It'll feel more playable.
I the thing is, because when are we ever going to be in a position like this again? I kind of want it to happen.
Yeah, I think for content reasons, it's better for it to happen, but also I don't want Bjergsen to go home.
He still makes jury, so like he
Yeah,
will. I feel Bjergsen will definitely come back for our All Stars. So
yeah,
rest assured that he's definitely being in our All Star 16.
yeah. He's definitely doing good here. But man, this has been a very rough
France.
yeah, it's like what 20 days or so for the Rarotonga tribe, like that they've been together. So uh okay, a
All right,
reward challenge.
reward.
And the I2 Talkie tribe wins reward if they win a flight to an island where they will take part in a local feast, including pork and fruits, and they're sending Kaori to
Wait, is
Exile
the
Island.
idol back in play?
I believe it is. It is currently
Oh,
hidden, but
okay.
she did not find it.
Which means they're going in. All right, this is so we're in Schrodinger's box right now, and the cat of whether or not the blue tribe is completely oolonged or not. I don't know. I'm so nervous to press this button.
Yeah. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be I think this is probably the most impactful immunity challenge in the game. And yeah,
Oh my god. We're officially getting an oolong.
oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Also, there is like I have to see what the tribal lines are, but there are some people on this tribe who have never been to tribal council.
Well,
They're
they
making
went
it to.
once. They went once because they had
Oh
to.
wait, my bad.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like
But
that
that's really been the only tribal for some of these people. And
actually, technically speaking, there are people on here that have never lost a challenge.
yeah, they yeah, really, this is the sports people right here.
Oh my God. Wow.
Okay.
What just wow.
Uh Bianca and Hikaru have a minor disagreements. Mahomes and Perez have a major fight, and Mia and Tony have a small fight.
Oh God. I'm just still like
Uh-oh. Christian and Bjergsen have a major fight.
this may be where Bjergsen go down. But before we do this tribal council, we just have to look at these three.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, applause to them for making it this far. Like,
yeah,
if
like,
this was if they just could win a couple one or two challenges here, they could have done some great stuff together in the merge.
but like only one of them will make it. And I feel like it's either going to be Christian or Kaori.
Yeah,
It like Soren has won, he had the idol and it was already played. So he was supposed to go home
yeah,
last episode.
yeah. You'd
So I
imagine
don't,
that he's going to be the one that gets like traditionally voted out here. Uh,
yeah. And then it's Christian Kaori and Fire.
yeah,
Like, man, whoever wins that fire, just like, all right, Soren is already a lock for All Star 16.
yeah,
But whichever two of these win fire, they will forever be in history and must be chosen for All Star 16. I
yeah.
don't care if they're voted out, next episode or even if they quit
Yeah,
at the
just being the
merge.
one person to make it. That's like why Stephanie LaGrossa, she really doesn't make it that much further in Palau.
No.
But her legacy was being the one to survive that tribe.
Yeah. All right. So it's time. It's time.
First vote goes to Bjergsen. Second vote goes to Christian. One vote left. And Bjergsen is taken down here.
Still hell of a game.
Yep. Okay. And now it's time for them to vote out another tribe member.
Oh,
Okay, guys, time to vote. Who are you gonna vote for? First vote goes to Kaori. Can you guess who the
okay.
second vote's going to?
Mahomes.
Christian. Okay, let's see.
All right.
Because the vote is deadlock, rocks will be drawn.
They're not even doing fire.
I am calling an audible on this one, and I'm gonna say I don't care that they're saying rocks are being drawn. This is fire. Like
This is fire.
this is fire because I don't want someone going home just because they picked a wrong rock because they got a bad message in a bottle.
Also, this was after Guatemala, so
Yeah,
therefore,
it
it's already or after
Palau.
Palau, so it's
Yeah,
already established that's how
that's how it
this
would go.
situation is established.
So
So
I'm not reading. I'm not caring what they say there. This is fire.
this is fire. Yeah.
Okay. And Kaori, the game has spoken.
So Christian Bolsick
Yeah,
will be locked for All Stars. Has
yeah.
made history
Yeah,
because
look at that. The only person from the Rarotonga tribe.
all right, so this is as good as a time as any to go over because the merge is about to happen, and here we are. Um, it's really tough to go over games because, like, we already know that Aaron Bianca, their social game is pretty on point.
Mhm,
And Christian, we know, survived the gauntlet, which was the multiple tribal councils that he had to go to, and ended up the sole survivor from that tribe.
mhm.
Now there have been like little alliances here and there and stuff like that, but like I would say this is where the game begins now because now, you know, we do have like an individual immunity idol that is back on Exile Island, and it's an
Mhm.
individual game. And so many of these people are probably so not used to tribal council anymore and so used to winning that it's going to be a totally
Yeah.
different game, a totally different feel.
Yeah, some people have only had one tribal council, whereas Christian has had, I don't know, like eight now. I don't know his exact count, but it's a crazy amount.
It was, yeah, I think it was eight.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
so yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting here. I'm definitely excited to see how this goes. And also, who is going to start winning some immunity challenges? I'd imagine we're going to see, who is carrying that tribe in these challenges. I think we might see a little more from these immunities.
yeah,
Okay, first immunity goes to Perez wins immunity. Good on her. Good on her. Perez and Wolf find something in common. Mia and Mahomes bond slightly. I know you don't like Mahomes, but his social game, he is constantly, it feels, having some kind of bond with someone.
and that's why he must go.
Okay. Who goes home here? Now the easy vote is obviously Christian. If you just wanted to just have that tribe just stay strong, they could easily just take out Christian here.
I
But
feel
it's
like
not gonna happen.
because if Christian makes it to the final tribal council, he wins.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
His
on
story is now just impossible to beat.
exactly, just on principle, he wins.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, so it does seem like you got to kind of take him out quick because if he, I mean, I though maybe he's not a big physical threat. I mean, he's lost all of those challenges. You'd imagine if he was good in challenges, maybe he'd win some, but because
I
he
mean,
hasn't, maybe they don't feel threatened to take him out too early.
maybe not. I don't know. Like this is not. I'd say we talk about Oolong and use that, but if we're talking Matt Singh and Denise Stapley,
Mhm.
you know, it could be one of those situations where it's like, well, we don't want this person to get to the end because they have the best story. They survived so many tribal councils that would be insane to let them at the end.
Mhm. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, I'll be honest, don't know what's going to happen here. I feel merge branch steals are always very chaotic, and we'll be able to gauge more of how everyone's feeling after this one. But let's see who goes home. First vote goes to Mia. Second vote goes to Wolf.
Already targeting my Poke Peeps.
Third vote goes to Mia. Fourth vote goes to Wolf. Fifth vote goes to Mia. Sixth vote goes to Wolf. Seventh vote goes to Mia. Eighth vote goes to Wolf. One vote left.
My wolf.
And Wolf
Ah,
is voted out. Wow, you have had a very unlucky go here.
I mean, I can't be too mad because both of them made the merge and they
Mhm.
were safe throughout the majority of the game. So that was a lot less stress on my end.
Yeah.
So I feel like in that regard, I was very lucky. So, and I do like Cybertron a little bit better.
Mhm.
So while I appreciate Wolf a lot, that's what you get for not liking Lucario.
Yeah, this is his punishment, the being the merge boots. Okay. Moving on here. Reward challenge. Aaron wait. Oh, this is the survivor
Oh,
auction.
the auction. Nice.
Aaron wins a covered item, hot dog, fries, and a cold beer. Mahomes and Christian split money to win a bubble bath and a slice of chocolate. They're gonna have to do a bubble bath together.
Just obviously, it's just two grown men, and not a There's nothing wrong with it, but it's
Yeah.
just funny to see two grown adults in a non-romantic way just share a bath.
Sure, a bubble bath, and a slice of chocolate cake together.
I know.
And
Uh,
and they're both like definitely, more I'd say more manly in terms of their physique and everything. So
yeah,
it is it's not like you got like weird kind of people. This is a lot of the Survivor auctions when they do this, it seems like they're always kind of like trying to get the girls to do it. But this is definitely now for the girls to enjoy two guys in a bathtub eating some chocolate cake. So this is more of the female viewers.
to anyone that likes men and stuff like this is fan service for you.
Yeah,
So we're having a lot of firsts for this channel.
yeah. This is a record breaking, record setting Brantsteele right here.
Fan service.
Perez wins power in the game. She can send someone to exile and take their money, and she's choosing
Ooh.
to send Tony Hawk.
Okay.
Christian wins bottomless soft serve ice cream that can be eaten until the end of the auction. Mahomes and Bianca split money to win a covered item, pepperoni pizza.
Mm.
Mahomes is really using his money efficiently, splitting it with people.
Yeah.
Mia and Hikaru split money to win a covered item, sea cucumber. They get a
I've
share
never
some
had
sea cucumber.
I don't know. I think it is technically a delicacy.
Yeah,
Not as great as like pepperoni pizza or a bubble bath with your buddy, but
yeah. And Hikaru wins a toothbrush, toothpaste, and mouthwash.
you know, given the last prize, that might be
Yeah, he gets to wash his mouth out now. Okay. So what's messed up though? Perez sent Tony and then didn't buy anything. So she just took his money and made an extra $500.
yeah, she didn't even use it.
Yeah. Mahomes wins individual immunity.
Son of a
Okay, you can't say he is going home now. Or at least for the
unless there's I'm not gonna wish an injury on him. Unless or he quit.
well, it does look
Aaron
like
is
Aaron is having a major meltdown.
oh no.
Hikaru and Perez have a minor disagreement. And Perez and Tony bond strongly. Maybe Perez gave the money back to Tony and
or
said,
maybe
I didn't buy anything. You can have it back.
or maybe it was strategic because she knows that it's out there and was like, hey, Tony, if you find this, because
Yeah.
there is an advantage out there,
Yeah, exactly. So someone's got to get it. Bianca works hard at camp and becomes tired. Yeah.
Despite his breakdown, I don't think Aaron goes here.
No.
Um, I can see Mia, I can see Perez because one, Mia got some votes last time,
Mm.
and then two, Perez won a challenge and she does have an advantage. So
Yeah, I've said this. Brand Steel loves taking out whoever wins first individual immunity, like right away. Like I've seen this now happen many times. That sometimes now, whenever I see someone win the first immunity and not win the second, I just kind of have to assume that that person goes home.
could be a death sentence.
Yeah. First vote goes to Christian. Second vote goes to Perez. Third vote goes to Mia. Fourth vote goes to Christian. Fifth vote goes to Perez. Sixth vote goes to Christian. Seventh vote goes to Perez. One vote left. And Perez is voted out.
It's just two in a row. The
Yeah. You,
people I
you
was
only
rooting.
have one person left now, right? Don't you only have
Yeah.
Aaron?
Oh wait. Well, wait. I have
Okay.
Aaron, and yeah,
Yeah,
that
you're down to just Aaron.
well, he was my favorite to go into this, so I can't be too upset that he's the last one standing. However, all right, Aaron, you've been playing the best game out of the peeps of mine. Please don't go. Don't
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, at least make it to the end now. I feel like now we kind of have to root for Aaron to at least make be a finalist.
Yeah. Come
uh,
on.
well, he is playing a great game. I will say him and Bianca, feel are definitely controlling the votes and how everything is playing out so far. So, definitely in a good power position. And Bianca wins reward and shares it with Aaron and Tony Hawk.
Nice.
They will win a trip to another island with the winner's loved one. So this is loved ones, where the locals will take them to a sacred cave where they will have a picnic, including fried chicken, meatloaf, and apple pie. And they send Mia to the
Interesting.
island. Okay.
Does she find this? No.
No.
No one's having any luck finding this idol.
Yeah. We could really have a situation where just no one post merge finds this. And Bianca wins immunity, winning reward all by winning this immunity. Good on Bianca.
Does this mean Mahomes go?
Hikaru and Mahomes have a small fights. Mahomes and Tony have a minor disagreements. And Hikaru leaves that alliance.
Okay.
It's definitely looking like a Mahomes vote out here.
I'm Mahomes, but we cannot count out Christian. I mean, he's
Yeah.
still this is where Stephanie LaGrossa went out. So like,
Mhm.
if we're having it mirror that, then it could be, him right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Christian's just always, I think, going to be an easy target for the rest of them. As uh, let's not take out anyone who we've kind of been on a winning tribe with. Let's just take out Christian, make it a few more days.
Yeah.
First vote goes to Christian. Second vote goes to Mia. Third vote goes to Mia. Fourth vote goes to Mia. Fifth vote goes to Christian. Sixth vote goes to Christian. One vote left, and Christian is voted out.
As prophesized.
Yeah. I mean, good run on him. Definitely, obviously, going to be returning.
Yeah, he has to. Like,
Yeah.
hell of a run.
He played harder than I think anyone else on the season, and I think that will be the case even after the season. I think he's just played harder than anyone. So,
Yeah, just wow.
mhm. Okay, final six here. Let's do one more, and then we'll do our finale assessments.
All right.
Okay. Okay, reward challenge. Bianca, Mia, and Hikaru win reward. They win a trip to a spa where they will have a massage, wash their clothes, go to a pool, spend the night on a bed, and have plenty of food and drinks. This was the Poverty Shallow reward where Yulf realized that she was a big threat and needed to take Poverty out here. So,
Hmm.
um, and they're sending Mahomes to
Oh
Exile
no. Oh
Island.
no. Oh no. Oh no 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 no.
Mahomes, no.
I swear.
No, he doesn't find it. I bet they think that it's not out there anymore. Maybe they're thinking this is early day thinking of it's probably not out there. It's been used.
It's possible.
Bianca
Bianca
wins
wins.
second individual immunity. So good on her. Aaron and Tony bond slightly. Mahomes and Tony find something in common. And Hikaru rests a camp to restore his energy.
Mahomes is it's Mahomes or Mia,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I feel well, Aaron is in two alliances with Bianca, and he has an alliance with Tony Hawk, who has an alliance with Hikaru. So the only two that are kind of on the outs is Mia and Patrick.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm gonna probably say I think this is Mahomes' time. I think he's had a good run, but I think this is probably where he goes out. First vote goes to Hikaru. Second vote goes to Mia.
Or we just vote out Mia.
Third vote goes to Mia. Fourth vote goes to Hikaru. Fifth vote goes to Hikaru. And Hikaru is voted out.
Okay.
A shocking elimination.
Mahomes is going to win this because just purely because I don't like Danny Boatwright.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Hikaru's buddy Tony was the only one to vote, so Tony is, I guess, potentially in some trouble here.
I just hate the Chiefs forever.
uh, okay. Let's see who wins immunity. Oh, wait. Before, let's do our
uh,
assessment.
um, I'd say playing the best game is Bianca. Both being a social, strategic, and physical threat, she's the total package. Aaron, I'd say he's playing a pretty strong game as well. I'd say his social game is probably his best and strategy. Patrick, I might give the third place spot out of respect.
Yeah.
I may want him to go home, but out of respect, I will. Then I'd say Tony, and then Mia. Just for whatever reason, she's like the just like the people throw votes on just cause. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know who I'm gonna vote for him.
Yeah,
Just Mia,
weirdly
here you
because
go.
of that, I actually would put her fourth because I do think that she has been targeted and managed to survive being targeted, so could potentially have that underdog story to her as well. But yeah, I would agree. I think Bianca's number one, Aaron's number two, Mahomes is number three, and I think Aaron needs to take out Bianca before final tribal. Like I think if he goes to final tribal with his ally,
Yeah,
I think he's gonna have trouble winning that.
yeah. I mean, the one thing I'll say about Pokemon VGC, because it's not just like I said, oh, attack this one and that. It's
Mhm.
also when you're targeting your moves and whatnot, there's a lot of threat assessment that you have to do in this game, not only for you and yourself, which I think makes him really good at this game, is he understands where the threats are and understands this end game.
Mhm.
So the thing is, it's like if Bianca loses this one or the next one, she has to go.
Yeah,
And Aaron knows this.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's I think that's pretty good. I think we're pretty much in agreement for the most part. Our only swap, I think, would be me and Tony, but who cares really about number four and five here unless they have some crazy gameplays that happen here.
Yeah.
Let's go here. Who wins immunity?
A-
Bianca wins her third individual immunity.
She may have the best winning record
Yeah,
on our brand seals. If we're
yeah,
talking
because
purely first place,
she's won everything. She has
yeah,
actually the only time she's lost really were those like first two immunity challenges, and then besides that, she's just been winning.
exactly. Like, wow.
Okay, Aaron and Tony find something in common. Tony works hard at camp and becomes tired.
I know I keep saying Mia and Mahomes, but like they're the only two not in this, tight three that they have.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna say Mahomes. I thought it was him last time. I'm gonna stick with him this time.
I'll say yeah. Has
First vote goes to Mahomes. Second vote goes to Mia.
even with.
Third vote goes to Mahomes. And Mahomes is voted out.
All
Fifth
right.
place. Good run though, Mahomes. Um, even though Ryan really didn't want you to do well, I think you still put up a good showing.
Just be on a different team and we're cool.
Yeah.
All right. I also have to say that even though, like, yeah, Aaron and Bianca have been like the dynamic duo here, but if we're looking at tribe alliances, not only have they all four of them have been on the same tribe for a majority of it, but both of them have like a pair in a sense where, oh, they have been together this entire game with Bianca and Tony and Mia and Aaron.
Yeah.
Um, so just got to point that out because it's an
Yeah.
interesting little observation.
Exactly,
Uh,
exactly. Yeah, this is I'm gonna have to definitely applaud I think Aaron and Bianca. I do think that they've definitely navigated this game very well, getting their closest allies further into the game, and just winning all those challenges really set them up for success here.
Agreed. Oh, they went down.
Yeah, there's
I
some,
think if Bianca doesn't win this, I feel like this is
you
where
know
she goes.
you'd imagine they have to target her. She is by far the biggest threat in the game. Who wins? Final individual immunity. Tony Hawk. Whoa.
Bianca is done for because that idol was never gotten from exile.
Yeah.
But Bianca playing one hell of a game. Uh, we're already assuming, but at the same time, it's like that's what makes the most sense.
Yeah, that if you're looking at it from just a gameplay perspective, the other three do not want to sit at the end with Bianca.
Yeah, like I feel both of them have more of a chance against Aaron than Bianca.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
like if we're comparing resumes, Aaron, while still has an impressive resume, Bianca has an even better one
Yeah.
because of the wins.
Yeah, Bianca's resume is Aaron's resume on steroids.
We're not accusing anyone of
No, no,
anything.
no
Remember,
accusing.
this is
There's
the
no
sports
steroid
one. So,
accusations
like,
out here. Yeah. Okay. Aaron and Mia bond slightly, and Mia is completely worn out, but is not giving up.
all right.
Now, does Bianca somehow manage to convince people to let her stay in this game,
No,
or will people vote her out?
you have to get rid of Bianca here
Mhm. We shall see. First vote goes to Mia. Second vote goes to Mia.
Are you joking?
Third vote goes to Bianca.
Because it doesn't look like a tie.
And Mia is voted out of the game.
You fools! Look, I know the three of you are in an alliance together, but come on.
Wow. So I want to go back real quick here to what was happening here. Aaron 100% was just bonding for jury management. He
Yeah,
probably
of
thinks that,
course.
hey, if I can just get like a few people who maybe will vote for Bianca, maybe I can get some stuff over here. But yeah, that's not a good move, I think, for Tony and Aaron.
I mean, this is the classic. This is like Cook Islands, where we have a comp beast and a strategic beast. Though I feel like Bianca was, if uh if Ozzy and Yule combined together, that is Bianca right now. But like because in Cook Islands, you had Yule, who was the strategic mastermind and the leader, and then you had Ozzy, who was really killing in the competitions. But unlike this one, where both Aaron and Bianca played a big social game, and it also, you know, is added to Bianca's resume with all the wins and surviving last tribal council. Like,
Yeah. That was her. That's really been the only time she's been like really vulnerable. was that last time. Like she has she has been such a threat this game. She's
Yeah,
been she's voted, I think, correctly. Maybe every time, maybe I'm wrong about that, but it feels like she's usually in the right vote. So,
I feel like I want Aaron Zhang to win,
mhm.
but I feel like Bianca Belair may pull this out because she's a bit more deserving.
Yeah, and I think Tony Hawk has just kind of been the goat that's being brought here to to just basically be the battle between Aaron and Bianca.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens. First vote goes to Bianca. Second vote goes to Aaron. Third vote goes to Tony. Fourth vote goes to Bianca. Fifth vote goes to Tony.
No.
Sixth vote goes to Bianca. Seventh vote goes to Aaron.
Okay.
Eighth vote goes to Aaron.
One vote left.
It goes to
Yeah.
Bianca in a 4-3-2 vote. So very close.
Yeah.
I think it was those immunities. I think her going on that little immunity run probably put her over the edge.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was an uphill battle for Aaron.
Mhm.
Um, and I guess props to Tony. He got to he's not a zero vote finalist, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he got Hikaru and Mahomes voted for him. Hikaru and him were in an alliance like the entire game, basically, so that makes sense. Um, but yeah, Cyborg, Kaori, Perez, and Wolf voted. Bianca, Bjergsen, Christian, and Mia voted Aaron. So
Wolf
Aaron did get
went
Mia's vote.
against Wolf went against Aaron, and they are friends in real life, like outside of Pokemon. So
Yeah,
wow,
yeah, yeah. If Wolf flipped over to Aaron, that would have been Aaron winning.
man, that's nuts.
And Perez wins the fan favorite award.
We all know it was 80 for Brady, so Tom Brady.
Uh, okay. Well, this was unexpectedly really good season, honestly. I
Yeah,
was kind of going in with like maybe we'll get like a couple of good stuff going on, but I thought there's a lot of really good intrigue and entertaining moments here.
yeah. I feel like, especially with the oolonging, and then like, okay, now that that's done, where do we go from here? My disdain for the Chiefs against Patrick. But it's not even that I don't hate the team. It's just Denny, but uh, that little recurring thing. Mia just piling up on all these votes. There was a lot of interesting stuff that went down here.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I feel like we have quite a few worthy contestants for All Star 16.
Agreed, agreed. And I think a few good people for last chance for that's going to also be coming up pretty soon here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, definitely a fun season here. Let's see. So yeah, challenge wins Bianca with 5, like completely decimating the challenge portion. It does seem like she's the reason they were doing so well in the pre-merge portion. Patrick Mahomes most strategic
And Chris
by Aaron
Cyborg.
Zhang.
And Chris, I feel like that is the highest that someone pre-jury has ever made it to
Yeah.
the
Well,
top
she made the
16.
jury, but it was
I mean,
pre-merge.
pre-merge, I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Aaron and Tony both never received a vote against them.
Well, that helps when you've only been to like a handful of tribal councils,
Yeah,
but
and I
yeah,
think Tony was kind of broad because they thought he'd be a goat a little bit, and then I think
yeah,
Aaron did it more by just being a good game player. And Bianca only got that one because Mia Hamm was the only one to recognize that Bianca needed to go home at 4.
yeah. Well, I mean, like Mia's not going to throw a vote on herself, so
Yeah,
like
exactly.
naturally,
Yeah, so yeah, that was a fun one. I think it was definitely a lot of fun. We got our first oolong situation, which is definitely interesting.
yeah. Yeah, this was a blast. Yeah, and guys, next week, Survivor 44. And I'm super excited for it. If you haven't seen our Brantsteele slash prediction slash us are doing our little draft, go watch that one because
Mhm.
we have some opinions and I have some unpopular ones uh, and Joe had an unconventional style of picking people.
Yeah,
Um, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm very excited for this season. I think it'll be cool. I'm going to another Bryce and Wendell party thing, so we'll expect a video from there. I'll have like I know someone who is actually going.
nice.
Wait, are you going?
I'm probably not.
You can write it off on your taxes though.
I know, I know.
No, guys, fun fact, I did write off that video we did on my taxes. So um fun little fact. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I might have like a survivor friend who might chime in on some stuff as well. And yeah, so new season, whole new contestants to love or hate. So yeah, I'm excited.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. It's going to be a good one. Always enjoy, especially the beginning, like the first episode, the premiere of a new season is always so much fun to just finally see these people who we've kind of just read some bios about, but we haven't really gotten to see how they would play the game. Like a lot of people will say they want to play this one way, but that's not really how they end up playing.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know how they play when they get into it.
Yeah, because all those entertainment weekly interviews are done prior, and there was no like video of that either that I
Yeah, I
saw.
know if you go on to Rob has a podcast, they did the interviews there actually. You can see a lot of
Okay,
the video of them in their hotel room basically getting asked the questions.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
I will say, I don't know if you probably heard this, but Jeff Probst is starting his own podcast
Yeah, I
about
have. I
Survivor.
have. Yeah.
So now we have more competition.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. It's good though, more competition means more people will want to maybe listen to more Survivor podcasts.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, this time last year, we were going to 42. Our channel is still going, we're still coming out with content. This
Mhm.
is like the longest I've been a part of any like YouTube thing. And we're still doing it. We're still hyped as ever for anything Survivor. And thank you guys who have subscribed or viewed this channel and was like, oh, that's cool. Thank you guys for watching.
Mhm. Yeah,
Because
exactly. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead, do it. It's free.
what you
It's right
doing?
there. Yeah, get access to know when our videos come out right away. Click the notification bell and all of those kind of things. Yeah, comment down below who your favorite people on our brand steel of this season or any of our seasons. Like, let us know. It's always fun to see how all of you guys are enjoying the content.
Exactly. All right. Y'all have an awesome weekend, and we will see you next time with our review of Survivor 44.
Okay, we will see you in the next one.
Peace.